In this presentation, one of our teaching assistants, Erin, will demonstrate the proper use of a balance and two different types of pipettes. In the first exercise, you have to test your ability to use an air displacement micropipette. And you do this by measuring the weight of the water that you pipetted onto a balance and recording the values that you see on the balance. So as I start playing this video, you will see that Erin first picks up a beaker, places it on the scale, and then he zeroes or tears the scale until it reads 0.00 grams. This removes the weight of the beaker from your measurement. He then sets the micropipette to the required volume, which is, in this case, 0.5 milliliters or 500 microliters. So for this P1000 micropipette, the necessary reading would be 050, as Erin is showing here. He then puts a pipette tip onto the pipette, and then it's important to remember that the micropipette has two stops. So in order to pick up liquid, you only go to the first stop and then release to pick up the liquid. But to actually put the liquid back into a beaker, you go to the first stop and then to the second stop to get that little last bit of liquid that's remaining in the tip out into your beaker. So you can see the measurement on the scale reads 0.50 grams. So you would record that in a table. If you're doing this lab in person, you would repeat the same type of measurement 5 times and collect your own values for the calculations. If you're doing this lab remotely, then you can use the values that are shown on the slide in the table that's on this slide, and then proceed to part C to perform the calculations. In the next exercise, you do a very similar procedure, but using a squeeze pipette. So again, I'm going to start playing the video. You will see Erin placing the beaker on the scale and then tearing it until it reads 0.00. Then he picks up a squeeze pipette, which has little markings on it. The second one happens to be 0.5 milliliters. So he squeezes the air out and then releases that to pick up the liquid up until that marking. And then he squeezes that back out into the beaker. So following this, you can see the measurement that he gets is 0.53 grams. Again, you would repeat this 5 times to collect values for your different replicates. And then if you're doing this remotely, then you can just use the values that are provided for you in the table on the slide. So lastly, I just want to thank the two teaching assistants helping with recording these videos, Emily and Erin. You saw Erin in this video, and then Emily will be doing some of the later videos as well.